Okay, so let's say I give you an assignment, okay? I give you a big test with only 2 days to study, and it's worth 75% of your grade. How do you feel if I were to do that? How would you feel? Anxious?
Certainly, I would feel, right when I got the assignment, I would think, okay, I need to get started on this right away. And I would probably feel a little bit anxious, but honestly, like from past behaviors, I probably would not start studying until the day before. I would think about it, but then I would continue, day-to-day life, and but the day before is when I would start to get really nervous and anxious and think, oh God, I wish I had just started studying right when I was given the assignment.
Okay.
It could also be because of just more responsibilities added on entering adulthood and in later years of college that make it more difficult to have the time to study, and in the free time that I have to not study. But if you were to give me that assignment, I likely would wait till the day beforehand, and I would be quite nervous.
So it's not the assignment itself. You'll still have this feeling of procrastination regardless of the weight or the assignment given. So it's not the assignment itself. It's just, like you said, the pressures that come with that. So I noticed that you said something that it doesn't happen at work. What is the line between assignments at work and assignments at school that make work assignments seem so much more important to finish?
Well, perhaps because if I'm at work, my manager is right there. I have to finish the assignment and hand it to her before I leave.
Okay.
When I'm at school, I have to finish the assignment, but it's not as pressing. It's as important, I would say, but there's not somebody standing right there like waiting for me to hand it to them.
Okay. So what we need to do is get you to the point where you view yourself as that person that is going to be your boss, we'll say. That's going to, be there to make sure that you get it turned in on time, that you've worked on it enough to where it's your best quality of work. I know that a lot of people have this problem as well. I suffer with it too. There are certain instances where I will procrastinate things. But we're going to get you to a point where, when you're in grad school, you're going to look back and be like, I remember when I procrastinated and now I don't anymore. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you some homework, okay? And we're going to work on this for a couple weeks just to get you to the point where you'll feel comfortable with this. When do you start grad school?
In a few months.
In a few months. Okay, so we have some time to work on this. That's good. What I want you to start with doing is journaling. Okay, you're still in school, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to start journaling. I want you to write down all of the assignments you're given, the due dates, the time frame that you've been given to work on these projects, and just notate, not as important, but just notate the severity. Is it an exam? Is it a paper? What type of assignment it is. And I want you to detail your feelings on, okay, I really need to get this done, this is important, or this can wait, or I absolutely waited till the last minute to get this done. And I want you to, just jot down some feelings, like why you think you waited so long, and especially how you feel after you've turned in the assignment. Do you feel like you did your best? And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at the patterns with that, okay? We're going to go through and see, which assignments you work best on and which assignments are your toughest. And we're going to see the feelings that you have with it, okay? Mm-hmm. And what I also want you to do is, reward yourself for the small steps that you take. So say this week you have, an exam coming up. Study a little bit ahead of time. Give yourself a reward, something to eat, go out and buy something, just a small reward. Buy a candy bar, M&Ms, whatever you're into. And just slowly increase that up. So you have an exam coming up. One day you study one chapter. Hey, I did great. Reward yourself. Next day, study another one, and just keep increasing that until you get to a point where you're doing it naturally. And we're going to work on that as we go on, but we're going to start with these small steps, okay? How does that sound?
That sounds great.
You think you can do it?
I think so. I think I'll have some troubles at first to get going, but with the reward, I think it sounds really good.
Yeah, we're going to get you to a point where you're going to be a master of this, okay?
Okay.
So, I reward you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks.